Adapting to tech.
But if the few people
Innovate
that
or be
run
left
with it
behind in
and take off at
entrepreneurship's
it,
evolving
there
landscape.
could be 10 Jeff Bezos out here. There could
Yep.
be a Jeff Bezos every year. There
Yep.
could be a new Steve Madden tomorrow. And that's my main reason for staying in this country is because in China, one, the minimums for the small businesses that I was building, they were too high. China is like, look, you got to buy 12,000, one color, one style, and mediums. Like, dude, if I sell 9,000, I got to eat the rest. I'm still fucked.
Mhm.
So this side of the game, the minimums are low, but the work you have to put in. You got to go to the shoelace guy. You got to go to the outsole factory, introduce him to this. So you got to put together your own logistics, your own puzzle, but you enjoy it because if that's the game, that's the game. So, going to that point, people talking about, it's only as hard as you make it.
Yeah.
If I can sum that up, it's only as hard as you make it. And if you really about this business and about this life, shout out to the Shoe Dogs because they're a crew out here and they comprise of most of the top shoe companies in the world. And a lot of those guys lived over in China, and now they jumped the needle and they're over here. And I watch these guys build, and I'm seeing between AI and what they do, what they've been getting comfortable doing. And I'm not throwing anybody under the bus per se, but y'all better step your shit up because AI is taking your jobs. Those cushy $150,000, $200,000 a year jobs to go out and take a look at a shoot and go to the bar and drink for 8 hours, them shits are going.
Yeah.
And now you have to be competitive and have a use in the market in order to compete. So AI is not going to take your job. The person who knows how to work that shit is going to take your
And that's
job.
what people don't get. You get right. They don't get that.
A 9-year-old taught me AI. Maybe a 12-year-old
Mhm.
taught me AI. But guess what I did? I saw what it was and I learned it.
Mhm.
And now I understand how I can be as productive with my staff because my staff ain't going anywhere.
Mhm.
They cool. They understand what's going on and they're growing with the plays. Our job is to get to the end result for any of our customers and our brands as fast as possible. Yesterday, so that's like I'm looking at the way things were, and like if you look at the top presidents and prime ministers and whatever you call these guys, this is the last generation of the old guys. Everybody coming in now was born in the internet. You know what I mean? Like me, I can put my phone down, I turn the computers off, I will not miss a beat. I'm 57. But the young generation, they were born in Facebook. So when I say that, meaning when I was born, it took 6 months for my family to see my baby pictures because they had to mail them all over the world. And while they cutting the cord, that kid is in the internet. So them being immersed in the internet, the real world is where they're suffering because they have no people skills. But the internet, they have 10 million friends. They're making money. They're making millions
across the world.
So I'm looking at that part and saying, okay, how do I go more into the internet and jump into the web and shake loose the people part? Because I'm on the other side of the coin. You know what I mean? I got more behind me than I got in front of me. So that's the learning curve. And so many people are adverse to that curve. Like, I don't want to use this. Go ahead. Go ahead. You'll be stuck.
Yeah, less competition for me.
Exactly. I'll take your money. And, I get customers, every day because now technology is fortune, depending on how you look at it, is in everything now. So he wants to put smart tech inside of a shoe. This guy wants to put a hiking boot that can tell you how many steps you took up and down, and it goes to your watch and turns on the hot pot and does all of this shit. So, but they're all of the tech guys from Palo Alto and all of those places are now trying to get in the apparel game. So now either you have a whole nother 20 years of learning, or you got to find a guy like me that can take your little device and put it inside of my shoe. And those are the partnerships that are starting to show up now. I'm literally getting a company a week talking about, can you make it sustainable? Is it CFO? Is it this, that? Do you have the paperwork? It's like, guys, How can you not have plastic in anything?
Mhm.
Y'all did that. Now, can we make this plastic turn into something else after we make it? Yeah, let's keep reusing it. Let's play with tech and earth and put it all together in one big pot and try to fix this shit.
Have you ever thought about this as far as tech? Do you realize that we've gone from Pong to AI in like less than 50 years?
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy, right?
Well, even
The
before,
insanity.
okay, put it like this. My mother used to open the window and whoever she saw walking down the street, she'd say, "Hey, tell Junior I said come up the block."
Mhm.
That message beat her voice around the corner.
Mhm.
That was what we started with.
Yeah.
So just to see, you got mail,
Yep.
and playing around on a device for 15 hours that did nothing. AOL and the Microsoft, we free trial every day. Okay,
Exactly,
so,
right?
huh?
Yeah, I know, right?
Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
I went through all of those stages, and Microsoft and this one, and those companies that I forgot the name of that Mind something. It was like a giant multi-million-dollar company for a week.
Mhm.
And then AOL took over, and this is how guys like
Yeah.
what's the basketball guy? Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
They made their money when
Yeah.
it was the
The
original
Wild
gold
Wild
rush.
West of it, right?
They were making